Hey guys, Jonathan with Sandhills Promise. Wanted to do a video for you that shows you how to fill out your Sandhills Promise application. Get a lot of questions every year. Where is the Sandhills Promise application? How do I fill that out? So just wanted to do a quick video that kind of walks you through step by step. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to sandhills.edu. I've already navigated there. And then you're going to scroll down to the middle. And you can get here a couple different ways. You can get to the Promise application by clicking Financial Aid, Veterans Benefits, and Scholarships. Or you can click here on our Sandhills Promise tab. And this takes you to our Sandhills Promise landing page. If you've never visited this page, there is a lot of great information, a lot of great resources. Talks about what it takes to be eligible for the program. Talks about the enrollment requirements. That's what part of this video is about. Talks about our deadline and a lot of other information. I would encourage you to spend some time reading over this. A lot of great resources, a lot of good information. So step 2, under enrollment requirements, you're going to come down here to the SCC scholarship application link. Click right there. And now it's going to take us to our scholarship landing page. This is another great page that has a lot of good information about our scholarships and our scholarship process. You're going to come here to step 3, complete the scholarship application. You're going to click on the 2020-2021 scholarship application link, and this is going to take you here to our scholarship website landing page for the application. You're going to log in using your Sandhills user ID and password. And then let me get signed in as an applicant here so I can show you what you're going to do. You're going to start with a general scholarship application. And you're just going to start with your first name, last name, and then you're just going to start working your way down. Every question, if you can see right here, is marked with an asterisk. Those are required questions. Every question we have on here is important. Every question on here we want you to complete, but this application will not let you submit it unless unless you've got every question filled in that has an asterisk. I don't know what it is, but this question that says, please answer the following questions about your high school/GED. A lot of high school seniors feel like they're going to jinx themselves if they go ahead and put that they've graduated and the day they graduated. You've got to think in future terms when completing these applications. It is okay to put down that the degree received is going to be a high school diploma, the name of the school, and then we want you to enter the graduation or anticipated graduation date. You're not going to jinx yourself. I have a lot of students say that every year. Well, I'm scared to put, I haven't graduated yet. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and put it in. We have a lot of yes/no questions as you read through our scholarship application. These are not pointless questions. These are questions that are tied to one of our scholarships. These are qualifying questions. Are you the first in your family to attend college? Are you a current military dependent? If you come down here, the next question that trips students up is, are you receiving funds from other scholarship loans, grants, etc.? You may not have filled out a FAFSA yet. You may not know if you're getting any other outside scholarships. But you do know one thing. You've taken your 4 CCP classes, or you're in those now, and you're applying for Sandhills Promise. So that's what I would recommend right here. I would type applying for Sandhills Promise if you don't know the other funds that you may be getting. Again, a lot of other yes/no questions as we move down. College transfer. Do you plan to transfer to a 4-year college? This is important to complete because we have some scholarships offered through Sandhills, not the Promise, but some of our foundation scholarships that are designed to continue at certain schools once you graduate and transfer to them. Some of them are up to $500 a semester. And then we come down to the 2 questions, the two biggest parts of the application that trip students up the most. It's the essay questions. Please explain your future goals related to your college education. This is your opportunity to tell our scholarship committee what your plans are, your passions are, your goals are. Do you want to be a nurse? Don't just put I want to be a nurse. One of the best essays I ever read was this young lady who wanted to be a neonatal nurse and work with premature babies. And she gave the history of why. Tell us your future goals. And then we come down into please explain why you're worthy of a scholarship. How would a scholarship help your education? This is your chance to shine. This is your chance to let us get to know you. Again, you're not going to have a chance to sit down with the scholarship committee. Let us see who you are through 2 or 3 well-written paragraphs. Now, you're applying for Sandhills Promise. Do you have to fill out these essays? No. You have to give me something in there. You have to give me one line, at least. But ultimately, you don't have to do these well. You can still qualify for Sandhills Promise. But what I will tell you is we've had a lot of Promise students in the past who've done a great job filling out these essays, done a great job on their scholarship application, and they were awarded Sandhills scholarships. The Promise only pays your tuition. You could be awarded a scholarship through Sandhills that not only would cover your tuition, but help cover books as well. So do a great job on these. You just never know. And then we come down to please select the following. Have you had any high school or community volunteer activities? Could be your local church. Any volunteer work, you can list that. And then here's the most important question: that are you a Moore or Hope County High School senior who will graduate between December 1st, 2019 and June 30th, 2020 and are applying for Sandhills Promise? You want to check yes. And then you're going to come down and we've got a section where we want you to add 2 references. We'd like for you to use references from the college. I mean, if you're applying for Promise, by this time you've taken probably 4 or more CCP classes. Hopefully you've built a good rapport or relationship with one of our Sandhills professors. If not, we would encourage you to use one of your high school professors, or coaches, or counselors, somebody who knows you and can write a recommendation for you and answer the questions, not just about you personally, but about you and your educational performance as well. Make sure you pick people that like you and can give you a well-rounded reference. And you also want to make sure before you click the submit button that you have called or emailed, or better yet, gone to see that person face to face. Well, right now with social distancing, you can't do that. But make sure that you've reached out to the person and asked them, hey, will you serve as my reference? And it's very easy to add a reference. You just put in their name, and their email. And when you submit this application, it automatically sends the reference request to their inbox. Simple as that. Final thing on the general application, we do need your electronic signature and the date. I've already submitted my test application, so I'm going to hit update. Yours would say finish and submit. And then it's going to instantly, and you're not going to have to do this, but it was going to instantly take you to the Sandhills Promise application. We've got 4 very quick questions that are yes, no's, and then you read over the requirements and what you have to do to get into the Promise and what you have to do to maintain your Promise eligibility. You electronically sign it by clicking yes, and then again, finish and submit. You click right there. If you ever want to log back into your application, you can see that the general application shows submitted, the Promise application shows submitted, and the reference letters are showing 0 of 2. My references have not submitted my references back yet. This is a great resource. A lot of students don't log back in, and they don't even know they can log back in, but you definitely can to see the status of everything. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please give me a call, and I look forward to working with you soon. Thanks.